achieve the West Indian bowlers.
Yeah, particularly in the final 5 overs where they picked up those 7 wickets and were quite restrictive. But it's not going to be an altogether straightforward chase. You saw Bangladesh falter a couple times in this series whilst chasing, so the scoreboard pressure is there. They'll need to get off to a good start, not lose too many wickets in the power play. Brandon King has been struggling, not opening tonight. So there'll be a change in personnel at the top of the order for the West Indies, and just a little bit of last minute instructions for his troops. Amir Jangu seems set to bat at the top of the order. Mentioned before his sensational century on debut in one-day internationals against this opposition, and Alec Athanaze has shown quite a lot of promise at the top of the order. Can he continue in that rich vein? But it's all a learning curve for many of these players who are still in the infancy of their international careers. And what you want is to demonstrate that learning and that growth and development. The end result will usually take care of itself.
It's learning curve, as you mentioned, but they've also something in the back of their mind is that World Cup is not too far away. That's where with performances which will catch the eyes of the selectors for both teams, they'll be looking at what they're producing and really something to work for, something to look forward to for players, the youngsters particularly from both the teams. Well, West Indies will want to get off to a good start. There will be scoreboard pressure. The required run rate 7.6 at the start of the innings. And young man Amir Jangu, you mentioned, and that is Alec Athanaze into his 9th innings. 250s can be quite solid up front with 135 strike rate. And there is Amir Jangu, 109 runs, just alone 50, fledgling T20 international career, and a point to prove here.
Yeah, those previous 3 matches coming in that series against Nepal, prior to this one from the West Indian standpoint, Mehdi Hassan, who was so good in that series in the West Indies in St. Vincent late last year, will open the bowling.
And straight away he's on the money. He's very, very good starting with a new ball. Very adept at taking early wickets, and that's what the Bangladesh skipper and his teammate will be hoping for. Just keep the batters tied down, get early breakthroughs to put the pressure on. Quicker through the air. They'll tuck away comfortably enough to get West Indies underway.
Yeah, Mehdi Hassan won the Player of the Series award in that aforementioned 3-match T20 International Series. He picked up 8 wickets, scored 37 runs, but hasn't featured in the playing 11 since then. Imagine that. So in those conditions, he was frugal, picked up wickets, won the Player of the Series award. Can he pull one back for Bangladesh at home?
Just the angle drifting down leg side. Just a shout more in hope than any conviction from the keeper as it goes right down, not turning back enough to strike him in front. Good ball, had him in 2 minds. That little bit of a length which seemed to be tad short, just stuck to his crease.
And the subtle variations, both in pace and line and length, very skillful, Mahidi.
Then he zips it through. That's angled down. And big appeal once again. He's done a good job. He's kept it tight.
Yeah, Litton thought it was over, but it's not. There's still one delivery remaining. Just angling down. Needs to finish the over strongly, though.
Oh, he thought of really giving it a wallop. Has to check the ball straightened and get a single. 2 from the first over. 134 is Ali Katana's strike rate into his ninth innings. It will be Amir Gangu that everyone will be looking at. What can he do for the West Indian team? A couple others experienced, one in particular, Rovman Powell and Jason Holder, who have got a better strike rate. But that's for later. For the moment, it's pace on for the West Indies in the form of Shariful Islam. Taken 60 wickets so far in his T20 international career. Oh, yes! And what happened there? He dropped it. Liton Kumar Das coming across in front of the slip fielder. Maybe would have been easier to let it go through the two slips. He's dropped it.
Yeah, and history seemed to be repeating itself. We saw that in the first over in the last match. Good delivery, edge, thought about going, and then pulled out. And that affected the slip fielder. If you're going, go. If you're not, don't move. Yeah, so an opportunity goes a begging, not what they wanted. Shariful is livid.
And there it goes again. It's edged him, but it's third man into play. Nasir Ahmed comes across quickly. He's living dangerously. Shariful Islam is inducing the edges. Well, it's worth another look at the drop catch. He's very tentative in just poking at that one. You can see the captain and the keeper, Liton, just moving across, seemingly trying to go for that catch. At the last moment, he backs away. By that time, it's too late. Saif is unsighted. He's not unsure of the height. It's going to be always difficult.
Amir Gangu scored an unbeaten 74 in the last match of that 3-match series against Nepal. Didn't start in the first two matches here, and in the recently concluded CPL had 3 half centuries in 4 innings. So he's in sort of a rich vein of form.
Well, it's warm out there. Time for ice cream. Down the wicket, doesn't quite connect it properly. Zakir does well to just go across and stop it.
And a different approach from Athanaze to Gangu. Gangu's playing from his crease, looking tentative. Athanaze is full of confidence and looking to take the attack to Shariful. I just want to see him having a greater equilibrium in his innings this time around. Yes, you want to capitalize in the first 6, but give yourself maybe an over or 2.
And almost inducing the edge. You're right. You've got to give it to the bowler because he's bowling a wonderful line and length just on or about that corridor of uncertainty and almost getting him there.
Yeah, just enough. So look at that seam. Absolutely brilliant from Shariful. Just enough movement. Maybe a little bit too much. In for his first game of the series. No fizz tonight, remember.
Once again, he keeps the batter guessing. What a great over to start off with for Shariful. 5 without loss.
Just a reflection of that third one international back in December last year.
Close, close. Maybe got just enough on the bat to slow it down from going to Liton Das. uncertain. Just crept through. Goes back just in time.
Yeah, you've got to give it to Mahedi, the length that he's bowling and also the line. So he's cramping him up, but he's not allowing the batter to get too close to the ball.
Well, now the batters are getting a little flustered, understandably so. There haven't been too many run-scoring deliveries. The scoreboard is just 2.14, and this youngster has got to show some temperament. His partner's got to talk to him. He's on the move. Uppish, but in the gap. And another single, the result.
Yeah, just before that delivery was bowled, Litton was gesticulating to his fielders in the circle just to hang back on the circle because he knew that something big is going to happen. Into the third over, only 6 on the board, so the batter's feeling the pressure. He himself a batter, but understand the mindset a little bit more. Change and feel now for Arthanese, long on in play.
And he bowls another beauty. He's kept it so tight, hasn't really made an effort to give the ball any air to get some extra purchase. The last ball, 94 clicks.
Yeah, this is good from Bangladesh. How do the West Indian batters get out of this? This is the opportunity for learning that I'm talking about.
Oh, I think he's gone. He went charging. It was getting to his mind. He thought he'd take on Mahdi, but outfoxed completely. And an easy stumping for the keeper. The wicket, but there is going to be a little bit of a check. It's the Dutch Bangla Bank decision pending.
Tarampatu director, we have an umpire review for stumping. Both feet are checked. It's a fair delivery. We can go to side on angle, please. Wicket is broken with the batter is short of his ground. I have a decision for the big screen and
it's going to be rocket out. The first wicket. Very crucial breakthrough here. Alik Athanase has to go back after scoring 1. West Indies are 6 for 1. Early problems for the West Indies. Brandon King comes in. He's got the numbers, he's got the experience. Needs to just be steady with his approach. Careful, what a fantastic over. Just 1 run and a wicket for Mehdi Hassan. 6 for 1. It was Tanzid Hassan Tamim's 89 of 62 balls that really was the backbone of that 151 middling score for Bangladesh. And it seems pretty distant now after 3 overs. West Indians 6 for 1. Oh, that didn't rise up enough as expected. And good bit of fielding quickly. And a quick release of the throw.
Yeah, he's on top of his game. That previous over very well constructed, which resulted in that, and it takes him to joint 4th on most wickets in this format for Bangladesh, along with Rishad Hussain. He's now moved on to 64 scalps and proven once again to be a thorn in the sides of the West Indians. I mentioned before that he was player of the series last time around at home in the West Indies for his 8 wickets.
Oh, that one that zipped through, really putting a shoulder into it, is Shariful Islam, and still finding it quite uncomfortable in the middle. This young man, Amir Jangu, not quite reading the pace, not reading the bounce, throwing his arms and more in hope. Look at this, how quickly it went past him and rose on him.
Yeah, good, really good stuff. Maybe expecting the fuller one that swings away from him. Just some variation, keeping him honest.
That's Fuller, and he's lashed onto that. Good timing. It's just going across there, maybe not from the meaty part of the bat, but that's going to release a lot of the pressure with an excess pay for.
Yeah, they desperately needed that just to throw his hands at it, looking for the swing, not as much this time around. And finally, he latches onto one, Amir Jangu. Previously 5 from 11. Now he's 9 from 12.
Now, swirling in there, fielder trying to come underneath that one. I think he's going to get, oh, he's dropped it. Goodness gracious, did all the hard work, got underneath that one. Tawhid Ridoy has dropped it. Normally a good fielder in the deep, he just couldn't latch onto it.
Yeah, the substitute fielder tried to get into that drop zone quickly. Always difficult to judge in the night, and was still moving when that ball got to him. So couldn't really settle under it. And that's the great difficulty of taking catches under the lights, because you're never quite sure where that drop zone is. Created the opportunity but not taken. Disappointment for Shariful.
Oh, hurried onto him once again, trying to be a little aggressive with the bat, Brandon King, but living a charmed life. Amir Jangu dropped twice now.
Yeah, and it's the second drop catch off his bowling. Just look at what he's trying to do. He's trying to get in the area where the ball will fall so he could settle, but he's never quite sure, and he's still on the move. And nothing going your way tonight so far, Shariful. Yeah, you don't want to be the substitute fielder and dropping a catch, do you?
Oh, smash that! Almost took the umpire with that shot. What a way to finish that over. Nexus Bay 4, 15 for 1. There's going to be pace from both ends now. There's a comparison after 4 overs. Bangladesh at 28 for 1. Oh, he's picked that up and he's going to go sailing away into the crowd. What a tremendous strike by this young man. Welcome to the middle, Tuskin, with a rocket 6.
Yeah, I was interested to see who's going to bowl this over, whether or not he'd continue with Mahedi, who's been so good. Instead, he's gone for Taskin. And he's finding the middle with a bit more regularity now, Amir Jangu. A very slow start, circumspect, but that's a second tier 6. Good catch up there where the air is rare.
That's a good one. Yeah, second tier. Well, he will have thoughts going through his mind. First ball, 6 immediately. The advantage goes to the batter. Bowler tries different things in his repertoire. What's he going to come up with? It's short, wide, fleeced away. The chase is not going to be enough because the ball's going to get there quite comfortably. Back-to-back boundaries, this one, and next is pay for.
Acceleration from Django, trying to capitalize on the remaining overs in the power play, showing his range, leg side previously, and some good timing and placement this time around.
Well, Taskin Ahmed will have to bring in all his wealth of experience. Maybe do not give pace. He didn't give pace to the batter, but they still hit that pretty well. He pulls it past the diving fielder. Another one. Oh, he's on song, he's on fire. Really blasting the balls away. Another nexus pay for.
Yeah, the full repertoire from Amir Django. Pull way in front this time. But again, the gap finding, so important. 14 from his first 3 deliveries. Taskin Ahmed, expensive, very expensive start.
Really rubbing the salt into the wound. You dropped him not only once, twice, and he's going to make you pay for it. Yorker, good ball. Just managed to get the toe into it.
Yeah, let's have a look at the construction of the over from Mahedi previously. A very good length, and that's the area that he's been honing in on. Trying to reach him, but they can't. And then one that just turns enough. Exceptional construction of an over, which brought reward for him. The control, impeccable.
Well, after that, the West Indies have come back strongly with some quick runs. Short. Gets a hold of that. Forward of square. No chance for the fielder. The boundaries are coming thick and fast in this over. Another nexus pay for.
Doesn't know where to bowl Taskin. The most expensive over of the match so far, and it's still not completed. Boundaries leg side in front of square. Boundary offside in front of square as well. Exceptional batting. Just goes to show that if you give yourself a few deliveries up front, you can make up. Yes, I know he's been dropped twice, but after a slow start, look at that strike rate, 156.
And this time he does manage to get a dot ball to finish. A massive over for the West Indies. 18 from the 5th over. It's 33 for 1.
At the end of 5 overs, both the worms coincide as both teams were on 33 for 1. West Indies on 33 for 1, Bangladesh were also 33 for 1. So even Stevens as it stands as of now. Amir Django making the most of the opportunities he's been given today here in the port city of Chattogram. Bowled the last over of the power play. Nasum Ahmed has been summoned by Liton Das. Can he bring them the breakthrough? Gives a bit of a flight. Very good evening, Athar bhai.
Good evening, Shamunna. Good evening, all. 18 runs in the previous over.
Hit hard. That's wet. Nicely transfer of weight to the back foot. And that's gone for 4.
Yeah, that 18-run over now have got them going, hasn't it? I mean, it was all coming from the bat of Ahmed Jangu, but this time it's Brandon King. It's short, easy pickings on the onside for a boundary.
Well bowled. Good comeback from Nasum. The arm delivery slightly quicker as well.
He's bowled well in the series, Nasum Ahmed, and Bangladesh will be hoping that he can be economical and also among the wickets like that. Straight onto the stumps, a little bit too close for Brendan King to pull it. Wrong option, and the ball's gone on to hit the stumps.
The bowling change has worked as Nasum Ahmed has come on and bowled the batter. Cleaned the stumps up, getting the big wicket of Brandon King. It is rocket out. Quicker again, 91.6 kilometers per hour. Looked confident, wasn't bogged down after being hit for a boundary. Strikes back. Brandon King has to go for 8. West Indies 37 for 2. .37 for 2. Wicket in the last over of the power play. Nasum reaping the rewards of bowling well. What a comeback.
Yeah, that's exactly what Litton Kumar Das would have hoped for when he asked Nasum Ahmed to come in the attack. So the skipper, Roston Chase, in the middle. In the first T20 international, Nasum had figures of none for 15 in 4 overs.
He was very economical in the first T20 and got wickets in the second, and now here.
2 for 35 in the second inning, second T20 international, but among the wickets in his very first over.
As for the reverse, that is well bowled again. The wicket taking over by Nasum. That concludes the power play for West Indies also. It's 37 for 2. Two of the top order batters for West Indies are back in the hut. Amir Jangu going great guns, covering well, making most of the opportunities he's been given. Mahdi has bowled brilliantly so far, just 1 for 3 of the 2 overs he's bowled. He's really done the job in restricting West Indies in the power play. It's 37 for 2 after the power play is signalled by S.I.S. Shoikot. Still, these are opting for a slip for Mahdi. Long on and long off in place as well.
I think Bangladesh will also need to understand that Shai Hope is not playing tonight. And if you look at his contribution in the past 2 matches, has been very good. The last match that he played, he made 55 of 36 deliveries when they managed to put on 149 for 9, which ended up a winning total. And even in the first one, he smashed his way to 46, an unbeaten 46 of just 28 deliveries. So he's not in the 11. So Bangladesh will need to create a little bit more pressure. You need to have that belief that yes, they can go defend this total.
Completely agreed. In both the matches, I think Shai Hope played a crucial part. He was pivotal in West Indies, managing good totals on the board as they had batted first. In his absence, Roston Chase, though, hence there is a tweak in the batting order. He's had to come up number 4. Sharfin Rutherford, the other change they've left out. Yeah, he didn't trouble the scorers much in the T20 Dutch Bangladesh series, but you know, just to give Rohman Powell that space when he comes later on. They need some sort of foundation for Powell to come in and capitalize on.
I think a lot will depend on the non-striker, Amir Jangu. I know he's been lucky, but he's now got a start, 30 of 21. They need a partnership here. They're going to run it of 6 runs and an over, which means the required run rate to just climb above 8 runs and an over. 8.4. It's turning out to be good over, just the 3 singles so far.
That's a good hit. This is a clean strike for a rocket 6 from Roston Chase.
The chase is on, and the skipper plays a beautiful looking shot. Clean as a whistle. Lovely, lovely timing. 81 meters. It was just the length, and he picked the length so very quickly.
Then he goes flatter and quicker again. The previous delivery was flighted, sort of becoming greedy, looking for a wicket. 10 runs in this over, bowled by Mahdi. West Indies 47 for 2. .61 in the second T20 and 89 today puts Tanzil Santami right at the top of the run scorers in this Dutch Bangladesh series. Shai Hope in second. Not featuring in this match, it is going to be Rishad Hussain from the Nexus Bay end. Like this move from Liton Dash. He doesn't want the batters, this pair, to settle in. He's also giving Rishad a fielder in the slip cotton.
Yeah, 2 for 20 in the previous match for Rishad Hussain, but he'll have to deal with the left and right hand combination. He has to bowl really well to ensure that Bangladesh go on to at least try to defend this total. He's the trump card. He has to bowl well here.
There's a short mid-wicket in place for Amir Jangu. Nicely cut. Behind square. It's running away and will win the race. It's a Nexus Bay boundary from Amir Jangu.
Again, a really good looking shot from Amir Jangu. Look how short that is, but you still have to find the right placement, and he's been doing that. Again, really good looking shot in the gap and picks up a boundary. I spoke about that he needs to bowl well, but if he keep bowling deliveries like that, you're asking for trouble. 50 on the board for West Indies.
Such a dynamic format this. You need to assess the conditions quickly, read your opposition as well. Gives a bit of flight, appeal, good shout, finger raised. Rishad comes back after getting hit for a boundary. Amir Jangu will have a thought, will have a chat with the captain. We'll wait and watch if they decide to go upstairs. Yeah, confirmation. It's a Dutch Bangla Bank decision pending. Referred to the TV umpire, Ghazi Sohail.
Third umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. Both feet are checked. It's a fair delivery. Front on first, please. Ball is close to the bat. Can I have ultra edge, please? Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. We've got a flat line as the ball passes the bat. Satisfied? No bat involved. Ball tracking when ready, please. Original decision is out. Ball pitching in line. Impact is in line. Wickets hitting. Going back to Mukul on field. Mukul, you can stay with your out decision. You are on screen.
A confirmation from Ghazi Sohail. It is a rocket out. Jangu was looking good, but Rishabh gets the better of him. He has to go for 34. It's 52 for 3, West Indies. Hakeem August, the youngster, 22-year-old from St. Lucia, is the new batter in at 5 for West Indies. There's still plenty of days ahead in his career, but he's here because Rishabh got this wicket.
Yeah, just a length. It's a little bit fuller. He bowled a previous delivery, it was short, but what was good from Rishad Hussain was he was attacking the stumps. So danger of missing it went in the bowler's favour. Yeah, really good comeback. I said it before, he's the trump card, so he has to bowl well. So he has a wicket in his very first over.
Well bowled again. Rightly pointed out, Athar Bhai, he pitched it up. The previous delivery was short. He also slowed it down, deceived the batter.
They're deep in his crease, so he'll pick up 2 runs there. Good running, very good running. And the fielders in the D, that is Pervez Hussain, Imran, will need to come a little bit quickly towards the ball, because if they don't, then they're allowing the batter to come across for another single.
Certainly letting his feelings known to the fielders. Can't take it easy. Well bowled again. Good batting, good cricket all around. 8 runs of the 8th over, but a wicket-taking one. West Indies 55 for 3.